Anyone can kick your ass. Problem is, a lot of people think I can kick his ass. I do weights. I can kick his ass. And then when you realize that someone smaller than you can, that makes it be like, oh, no, you know what? You become a bit more humble. My brother was actually doing, back then it was karate with Frank, my brother-in-law. He took me in one day just to try it out. And ever since, I stuck to it. So basically, the brother's the reason why I started martial arts in general. When I actually first started jiu-jitsu, I actually hated jiu-jitsu. So for the first 6 months, I hated jiu-jitsu. And then over time, I got more, better and better and better. And then got to the stage where now I realize the size didn't really matter. And what it does too, it teaches you that no matter how big you are, there's always someone bigger. And no matter how good you are, there's always someone better.
I was standing around chatting shit on the edge of the mat, kind of like this, and the guy that I knew, Ryan, who was managing it, was like, "Oh, you can come back tomorrow, we're doing jiu-jitsu." I was like, "Fuck's jiu-jitsu?" He was like, it's like wrestling in America, but you use submissions and whatever else. So I'm like, "Oh yeah, cool." Came back the next day, I had a guy who was like 5'6". He weighed about 60 kilograms, and he was the worst guy in the room. And he tapped me in sparring 7 or 8 times, just choked the piss out of me basically. And being almost double his weight, I was like, oh, I'd usually stand a chance, or I thought I would stand a chance against someone like this, who looked this fucking, he was a gangly nerd, computer nerd guy. I was like, oh, fuck this guy out. I didn't at all. He roasted me, it was great.
When I was younger, I used to be quite hot-headed, and I found that over the years of martial arts, it's calmed me down a lot. I don't get hot-headed like I used to when I was in high school. And probably more because you realize you become confident in yourself. So I found that's one thing that it majorly changed for me. If I met the person that hit me those years ago, I'd just look at him, shake his hand, and be like, hey, how are you? Because that was just kid stuff. You have to learn to let things go. There's only one life. There's no point of wasting my time on a grudge for like 10, 20 years, like some people do. We don't want to be old and miserable. Gotta get rid of that shit. Or that negativity, get rid of it.
One, it's fun. 2, it's a good way to develop your abilities, both physically and mentally, to deal with stress, to deal with circumstances that aren't fantastic, to overcome injuries, to overcome obstacles. A vehicle for human development's the best way that I've heard it put, and that's sort of the way that I look at it. Use that drive that you get in a sport like this, use it across my entire life, realistically.
Without jiu-jitsu, I'd probably be dead. So I grew up in a really low socioeconomic area, fucking very, very hard-headed area to live in. Obviously, surrounding areas, drugs and alcohol are very prevalent. So by the time I was 21, I was taken into a rehab facility through drug and alcohol abuse and all that. It was hectic. That was like 7 years ago now, just about. 27, so 6 years ago. I spent 6 months in there up in Queensland. Absolutely ridiculous experience, but when you come out of that kind of thing and your only way of socializing is through the use of drugs and alcohol, and you then realize that, and then you go sober, you have no friends. So I was lucky I went in a state. The way I was going, without something like this to ground me and to keep me here, not head up in the fucking clouds wherever else, I'd be dead through suicide, overdose, whatever. I've had 17 friends in the last 6 years of being sober, all died overdoses. When you just see it constantly, you see it repeating and see it repeating and see it repeating, you're literally just biding time. Without jiu-jitsu, I'd probably be dead.
Too old to become like a world-class competitor. I just want to become a world-class coach. I think it's just in general, I've always liked sharing knowledge and helping out people. And some people like don't have a really good life. You know, you get guys that are sometimes borderline suicidal or whatever, and then they come here and this is actually something good for them. So that's the benefit where I like the most. It's hard when they're new, when they first sign up. I make sure that they're not a dickhead. So I just make sure they're decent people. Hopefully, like their head's screwed on right. I've had people come in and you can tell that they just need a bit of help. So I do take them on board as well. Give them encouragement to keep going with whatever they're doing or whatever. But you know, when I look for my guys to be humble, just stay humble, just be themselves. Come to the mat, come and train, but be yourself. For all these years, the most important thing I've learned, I reckon, would be have respect. Respect isn't quite there. And I see it when I'm working, I see it when they talk to adults, I see it, they don't give up seats, you just see it in general. You can't expect respect for being a bully. That's not a good way to get respect because people are scared of you. You got to honor or you got to gain people's respect. That's the best way to get it. You know, it's never too late to pick up a martial art. I've got guys that started in their 40s. You will notice a big difference in the person. You will notice the confidence that comes out of them. Just because you're getting into martial art doesn't mean that you're going to beat the shit out of people or that you're going to get beat up. It just means that you're going to learn a different skill and you'll be surprised with how humble it can actually make you. As an adult, just try it once. You got nothing to lose on trying it because it'll change your life.